The last of the remarks will be delivered by another artist, this time from Amsterdam, whose work focuses particularly on visual culture and cultural construction. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the beautiful Miss Paloma Polo.
Good evening. Hello? Okay. Good evening. I'm honored and humbled to be here tonight and speak a few words about my relationship to Professor José María Sison. I'm a Spanish independent visual artist, and I've conducted 2 preliminary research trips to the Philippines, and I will be based from now on in this country to develop a research and artistic project. I will not give a discourse. I decided just to say a few words about my the sense of my presence here and the relevancy of Sison in the work I've been developing. Focusing on the Philippines as a territory historically ruled by colonizing powers, my research and film project attempts to reflect from a historical and sociological perspective on contemporary land use conflicts. I will seek to examine the configuration of bodies of knowledge and rationalities at play in these conflicts, the social imaginaries driving collective struggles when different powers jeopardize the livelihoods of a community in the land they inhabit. We know that these issues are nowadays bound to power structures that traverse the local and the globally, and to the implementation of economical growth programs emulating development and industrialization models drawn from neoliberal capitalist logics. After having conducted 2 preliminary research trips, I decided to turn to Professor José María Sison because I realized I needed to have a much grounded historical perspective on the history of Filipino resistance, people's struggles, and peasant unrest. It became more complicated than I had expected to acquire an in-depth understanding of these issues during my stay here. Upon my return to Europe, I began visiting Sison regularly, and we engaged in fruitful discussions that provided a much complete, clearer understanding of the contemporary problematics I was addressing. José María Sison has become an indispensable referent to me and a personal friend too. And our interests and our conversations have naturally led to common agreement to develop a book project which we will be developing for the course of next year. I'm very honored and happy in this collaborative project with Professor Sison, and I trust our different disciplinary approach, backgrounds, and how it will merge in our collaboration will have an interesting outcome. Even when I've been living in the Netherlands for the past 6 years, I come from Spain. We are experiencing in Spain not only a terrible, unjust, and devastating crisis, but a situation in which the most basic human rights are being violated with utter impunity. And in the midst of this situation, the teachings of Sison and his critical thinking and his critical perspective on the people's struggles has shed light on a lot of conflicts that the younger Spanish generation are confronting at the moment, and therefore I'm thankful for that. Finally, I'd like to add that there is, from the international context, an attention to the practice and the labor that Professor Jose Maria Sison has been undertaking throughout the past years, and younger artists or thinkers that I've known have been paying a lot of attention and have been concerned by the work that he has been developing. So it's not only within the Philippines that he's become a reference, but also, I believe, his role is important in a much broader international context. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Paloma.